Hey there folks, my name is Ben. I'm just a regular middle-aged guy who loves watching trashy horror films and telling everyone he can about it. I've been doing movie reviews for my friends for quite some time on Letterboxd, and I've decided to start making these short videos in hopes that I could either turn you on to something new that you haven't seen before, or warn you against watching something that you shouldn't. And hopefully I can make you laugh along the way. This is my burden, and this is my sacrifice to you. Today I'm going to be reviewing the movie Death Rider and the House of the Vampires from 2021. This movie was written, directed, produced, edited, scored, and just about everything else that you can imagine by musician Glenn Danzig. As the lead singer and songwriter of The Misfits, an American horror punk rock band, Danzig wrote songs firmly based in monster movie mythology. With Danzig's pedigree in the horror genre, you'd figure that a movie made by him must be good, right? Well, you'd be wrong. It's bad. It's bad. And I'm going to spare you doing my bad movie face because Glenn's going to give you his own bad movie face later in my review.
Oh, mama.
The opening scene does a really good job explaining what we're about to witness. We hear Glenn Danzig's dulcet tones singing to us about how the Death Rider rides alone. And I can't play you any of the song because I'm 100% sure that Glenn will hit me with a copyright strike. Despite what the song says, we see the Death Rider, played by Devon Sawa, not riding alone. In fact, he's riding with a tied-up naked booby lady riding behind him. Can't show you that. They're riding towards a very dangerous place, and we know this because someone has put very helpful signs along the road indicating the danger ahead. Finally, they encounter Danny Trejo, a vampire. Trejo wants the booby lady, and he offers to kill the Death Rider fast as a favor to him. Death Rider decides on a different path. He zooms. Not super speed like the Flash though, think more like a YouTube video on 3 times speed. The thing is, when a guy can move at 3 times speed, he can pretty easily defeat vampires. The other thing you need to know is that all of the character names are mashups between Gothic horror and Wild West. Examples include Count Holiday, Drac Cassidy, and Mina Bell. This is very funny, but I don't think it was intended to be.
LOL.
Death Rider delivers his naked lady to Sanctuary, the town of the vampires. She's to be a gift for the vampires there, and Rider claims that Bad Bathory, Glenn Danzig's character, can vouch for him. The boss of Sanctuary, Count Holiday, rest in peace Julian Sands, states that the Rider will be judged either fit or unfit to remain in the settlement. Rider gets himself mired in vampire politics in Sanctuary and spends the rest of the film fighting to survive. Oh yeah, he's a vampire as well, even though he was out in the day at the beginning of the movie. Eventually it's revealed that Bathory doesn't know who this Rider is and comes after him. Side note, Glenn Danzig spends every second he's on film tilting his head back and squinting his eyes. It's very funny, and so is his faux southern drawl. That was Glenn's bad movie face. It's almost like he knew. Look, it's wrestler Sean Waltman. Technically, this movie was quite interesting. The outdoor stuff, particularly at the beginning, looked amazing. And who taught Glenn to zoom? Why are we always zooming, Glenn? I don't know what I was expecting, but I was disappointed by the state of the CGI. I think I was expecting more practical effects, and there were some of those. But for someone who claims to be a horror aficionado, as Glenn Danzig does, he writes horror comic books, he writes horror music, you'd expect the quality to be a little bit higher. Bad! It's bad! And I rate it 2 out of 10. As always, a link to my Letterboxd will be in the video's description. Please like, comment, and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow. Smell you later, nerds!
Did you not think we know all that goes on within this sanctuary?